I'm here at the property on University. Gonna do kind of a quick walkthrough and point out some of the items that I've noticed are potential repair items. The top two slats here on this fence are busted off. Over here, somebody glued that brick on, so it's on there secure, but it looks a little ugly. Would have been nice if they'd done it with mortar in a matching color. It looks like somebody bought some new slats there, possibly to put on the fence. These haven't been put on yet. This screen is bent right there for that window. I mean, it theoretically still works as a screen, but it's kind of busted up. So you do have a small pet door here in the front door, and which it's not a problem. It would be nice if it wasn't there, especially if you weren't going to be renting to a tenant with pets. I tested all the windows, and they all seem to open and close pretty good. So what it looks like to me is, in the remodel job that they've done here, fixing up this place, they've put down the new tile floor, is what it looks like to me. They've even replaced some of the air vents, put new ones on. Although, now that I say that, I do see some dust on that air vent. So I guess that might be one they haven't changed out yet. In looking underneath the sinks, I don't see any evidence of water damage here. I haven't installed the lever for the pop-up, and so there's no way to move that pop-up up or down, but that's pretty easy fix. I think I pointed out the cosmetic issue here. So they've got tile right there, but then it goes to what looks like drywall with no tile above it, and so potential for water getting into that. That would definitely need to have some tile put over that. Does look like there was some water damage at one point here in the bathroom. You know, that's probably to be expected. Water getting on the floor from people bathing and whatever. So back here in this closet, I think I showed the water heater in the video from yesterday. So looking at it a little bit more closely, what I'm seeing is that they just tiled around the water heater up to there. So when this water heater needs to be replaced, there's going to be a hole right there. Now, some replacement tiles could be put in that space. They've got a few spare ones back in the bedroom. So when this gets replaced, my recommendation would be to put as many tiles as far back in this closet as possible before putting a new water heater on top of them. So looking back here, it kind of looks like there may have been some water damage there on the lower part of the wall. And so right now there's no baseboard covering that. Baseboard ends right there. and the baseboard ends right there. So anyway, kind of hard to see, but that cover is a little bit loose. So you got a little bit of exposed wires right there. It looks like it's been taped. Maybe somebody's still working on doing a few things in here. They got a piece of wood in here for something, not sure what. Underneath the kitchen sink, looks pretty clean, although they did kind of a weird patch job back here. They kind of textured it real rough and didn't smooth it out too good. That outlet's missing a plate. But other than that, everything else looks pretty decent. I'm getting the impression that they painted these cabinets because everything looks very clean, and I doubt it was like that. Of course, now that I say that, I see some chipping along the top of this one. So who knows, maybe the prior owner had the cabinets painted. Dishwasher looks pretty clean. Refrigerator looks okay. It's running. No ice in the ice tray. Give me a second. Oh man, I was gonna try to pull that fridge out to see if there's a water line behind there, but they have kind of wedged that thing in there where it's literally touching that counter, so I'm not going to try to move that right now. So I'm not sure if there's a water line behind the fridge or not. So another kind of funky thing I noticed is the dryer vent goes through this little filter box. Now, it looks like the vent is right here that would vent out the roof, so they just need to run a longer hose, flex hose up and connect it onto that. You got some plumbing, some drain lines coming through, you know, a few holes exposed there coming down, but anyway, I didn't notice if that's how it was with the other unit or not. Yeah, a few little missed spots on the paint job, but this vent looks pretty clean up in there. All right, so the air filter sits behind this giant cover, and it's kind of clipped in right there. There were like 6 screws, long screws, holding that thing up. So even though it looks clean in here, I don't really see too many glaring issues, but a little bit of rust right there. This is your condensate line that drains out, probably runs down this wall and then out somewhere. I'll have to trace that. But so the main issue I see is the difficulty of tenants. I mean, I had to use a drill to get those screws out. So the difficulty is going to be for tenants to actually be able to replace that air filter when it needs it. So that's going to be one challenge. So again, all the windows seem to open up okay. Anyway, I hope I pretty well checked everything here that you wanted checked. The blinds go up smooth, the window opens smooth there. Oh, I did open one of the outlet covers downstairs in the kitchen. We'll go back there in a minute and look at it real quick. The wiring looks good to me. It's, this building was built in 1985, so it's all copper wire. Again, pop-up cover, the pop-up assembly has not been put back together. So some people want those pop-ups in there, some people don't. I didn't find too many issues here in the bathroom. The drain is a little bit old, and there's some hair down in there. It needs to be cleaned out. It's not uncommon for those tubs to get that. So let me show you. I did pull off the cover, one of these switches, and you can see, wiring looks decent. I don't anticipate too many problems with that. Okay, I'll get this sent off to you.